Hi everyone, and welcome to our second training video in our web series, An Introduction to ITIL Software Asset Management. In this session, we'll be talking about software asset management non-compliance. For those of you that missed our earlier video, this is a little introduction to me, May. I am the head of SAM services at a company called EasySAM, and I spend all day, every day, working hard to deliver unbiased advice around compliance, optimization, and cost savings regarding software assets. Surprisingly enough, it is not often that companies enter into non-compliance intentionally or even maliciously. Non-compliance, in my experience, is almost always a result of misunderstanding or lack of resource. So, let's have a look into some of the root causes of non-compliance together. For those of you that know even a little bit about software licensing, you will know that it is both complex and dynamic. You can never let yourself get too comfortable and overlook any fine print. This is because this is something that changes all the time. Non-compliance is therefore often linked to not having enough licensing expertise in-house, and I would always recommend a dedicated SAM resource that's solely focused on managing software assets. But having a dedicated SAM resource isn't enough, as effective SAM cannot be done single-handedly. All roles in the organization that are involved in a software asset's life cycle need to be educated around the company's software asset management policy. Everyone from end users to procurement to HR. But having the right resources and the right knowledge internally still isn't enough. You can have the best people in the right places and still be non-compliant if you don't have a comprehensive view of your software estate. Talking here both inventory and entitlements, and this is an area that should be audited frequently to ensure that nothing is overlooked. Another large area of oversight is lack of control. So being too giving with access or rights can land you in a big pickle. Only IT staff should really have admin rights to install software, and access should be strictly controlled to licensable software environments. And again, this is an area that will need constant monitoring and updating. SAM is something that requires the business to acknowledge and take ownership of. I've seen too many companies rely on third parties more than they should when it comes to their software assets. Legal ownership remains with the company no matter what, so you really need to ensure this is an area you stay on top of, regardless of who it is outsourced to. So, a lot of people or companies make good initial steps into a SAM program. They usually acquire the right software and the expertise to at least produce a baseline, and they may even do this sort of audit every year. But they will stay in that vicious cycle of repeating very reactive responses to the problems that they find if they don't rectify the issues within their company processes, procedures, and policies. And they actually won't even see a full return on this proactive attitude unless these are constantly reviewed alongside compliance. Let's review what we've discussed today. So the golden rules when looking to introduce a SAM program within your organization are to recruit the right licensing expertise, to educate through including SAM in all the necessary processes, etc. To keep visibility of your entire estate regardless of who manages it. And be proactive by restricting self-access to software programs. I hope you enjoyed today's training, and it will be great to see you on the next one. For details on the upcoming webinars, you can visit www.easysam.co.uk events for you to register your interest.